we are going to do is let us start from grammar, vocabulary, and maybe clarity, just as you said. I mentioned it that first day, but later when I saw the form, I discovered that you said we should pick 3. However, what we discussed before was that it's going to be 6, but I said the first 3 that I feel that is important to me, those are the ones we'll address first. That was what we discussed. So as it is, are you saying we are only doing these 3, all this public presentation, blah, blah, are we not going to do it, or we'll still go back to them later?
Okay. When we spoke at first, I said that the class entails diction and pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, public speaking,
Yes,
and presentation.
yes,
And I said
yes.
that the class focuses on your challenges, what you intend to achieve.
Okay.
So what that means is it's not like we're doing everything. We're only doing what you need. So for example, I have clients that would say, okay, they don't have issues with grammar. The only thing they want is to be able to talk more in public. So for such clients, we'll focus on public speaking. That means a lot of topics on the public speaking. We could have someone
Okay.
that would say, okay, my own challenge is I know what to say. I'm not scared of speaking in public, but I don't know how to put my words together. For someone like that, vocabulary and clarity is what we would recommend. So that is the extent of the form. I'm trying to get the form to maybe project the screenshots here. So on the form, the class was divided into 3: diction and pronunciation, grammar and vocabulary, then public speaking and presentation. So which means that it's not like we're choosing 1 or 2 or 3. We are working on what you need. So if what you need entails, according to what I have, the feedback I sent to you, what you need entails clarity. You said you want to be able to lead more meetings. You also talked about grammar. Yes. I'm trying to get the screenshot of the feedback I sent, the form you filled first, then the feedback I sent, so that we can be on the same page. That's the essence of this introductory class, so that we can be sure that what we are doing is what you need. I'm almost there. Excuse me. Please give me a few seconds. I want to take a screenshot of it and project it on my laptop, so that I won't be teaching what you don't need, and at the end, it feels like you have not got value. Give me a few seconds.
There was a day I even spoke with you. You now told me that when we are about to start this session, that I should remind you. And I understand that you have many clients and you have so many things on your head. So I talked about grammar. I said that I am having some issues with my grammar. Even that day, we were even saying it in Yoruba. I said, let me just express myself so that there won't be any. And you said all that one is not an issue. And I also mentioned some areas where I have challenges most. So, like preposition, I said, then verbs. Then I think maybe I should just say it in Yoruba so that I will be able to express myself 100%. Because now I feel I cannot speak grammar. Even that day I was telling you, even when we were in school, that our English teacher will be saying, the time is supposed to teach us the necessary things that we need. Then he will be saying, or carry your test notebook. And if peradventure the notebook should tear or anything, you are in soup. So those are the challenges I am having. But maybe let me just quickly express this in Yoruba. Àwọn tí mo feel pé ó ti ṣe kinní jù ni pé because I work in a corporate environment, thank God over the years I've been able to build myself, you understand, to some extent.
Yes, ma'am.
But still having some challenges, one way or the other. Tell me not them. Number one, the issue of authority, as in when you are talking and at times you don't know the right words to use. You understand? Need some ìyẹn máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ dáadáa all of a sudden ìyẹn á ti máa sọ̀rọ̀ I can't like pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn fail èèyàn as in you
Okay.
have to stop, you won't
Yeah,
know
I
the
get
right
you.
words to use in that thing. Ìyẹn wà. Then apart
Okay,
from that,
ma'am.
preposition be on, in, at, yes, on, in, at, àwọn preposition yẹn, where to use them at, mo máa ń
Okay.
sábà wà confused, yes, mo máa ń wà confused, mi ò mọ, èmi máa get it right, mi ò ní, èmi gangan ò ní wà sure, màá ṣàkàn lò,
Sure.
mi ní wà sure bóyá on ló yẹ kí n lò àbí in, màá ṣàkàn lò
Okay,
anyone
ma'am.
tó bá lọ, but you know that àwọn tó gbóyìnbó dáadáa, they will know tó bá lọ lo èyí tí ò correct, they will know that that
Yes,
is not the
you're right.
correct voice to use.
Yes, ma'am.
Then apart from that, when I said I was able to build myself over the years, àwọn rules, ó ní àwọn rules to guide kìíní tí mo feel pé at my level tí mo bá kàn lè get àwọn rules yẹn, we might not really say a fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní abd nǹkan kan, like for instance, so many years ago I have someone I was dating,
Okay,
and
ma'am.
òun ló sọ fún mi pé anytime you use mo fẹ́ rántí nǹkan tó sọ fún mi, when you use it as
Okay.
àti kínní, pé what is going to follow it as, tó bá lo it, pé as ló máa follow, you understand? When you
Okay.
use she, as ló máa
Okay.
follow. When you use
Yes.
he, as ló máa follow. Pé but when you use
Yes.
have, I just want to say it in a simple way, tẹ́ pé máa fi get, tẹ́ pé in
I
case you want to
understand
tell me,
you.
and since that time, ó ti stick. You
Okay,
understand?
ma'am.
Even when some
Yes,
people
ma'am.
use it other way, man can pa nǹkan tẹ́ni sọ. So you
Yeah.
understand?
Yes, I
Ẹni yìí
do.
ó ń ta. So irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So then at times when I use that, irú àwọn nǹkan mi tí mo máa ń take note, àwọn nǹkan pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ bí that, ọ̀rọ̀ wo ló yẹ kó follow? Ṣé present tense ló yẹ kó follow ni àbí past, àbí méjèèjì ló lè follow? So màá kúkú mọ̀ pé okay, mo ní láti get it right. Ṣé you
Okay.
understand?
Yes, I
Maybe
understand.
like anytime I use that, máa wò pé ṣé kí n sọ pé that need ni àbí that needed. At times I will be
Okay.
confused. Máa wò pé kí ló yẹ kí n rò. So àwọn nǹkan míì tẹ́ bá fi hàn pé you should just break it down, pé tí ò ní ìdípa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń lọ pé
Long.
kíní,
I
because
get you.
every day we speak in grammar, you understand?
Yes.
So àwọn nǹkan, then preposition yẹn mo mọ̀ pé mo really need kíní nínú preposition. Mo ní láti understand ẹ dáadáa. Then verb náà,
Okay, ma'am.
pé anytime you use kíní,
Okay.
you must use verb as in s gbọ́dọ̀ wà lẹ́yìn nǹkan tó máa pronounce yẹn, àbí if you can just, if you are
Okay.
able to break it down for me that way, I think I will catch up, because kì í ṣe pé ṣe lè èèyàn ò gbọ́ rárá,
I
èèyàn
understand
through
you.
gbọ́ from people náà, èèyàn náà learn, you understand?
Yes.
And this is not the first lecture that I will have concerning grammar in
Okay,
the
ma'am.
I've had like, one or twice. Ó kàn jẹ́ pé kò ní dìpọ̀, mi ò ń get nǹkan tí mo fẹ́. I discussed it with you that day, you might have forgotten.
Yes,
I said,
ma'am.
hope I will be able to get pẹ̀lú adúrú owó ìṣá, pé because this is not the first time. Fine, mo máa rí nǹkan kan dì mú bẹ́ẹ̀, one or two things, but kò fún mi ní 100% nǹkan tí mò ń fẹ́. So that's my challenges. And the kind
Okay,
of
ma'am.
work I am doing, leader lèèyàn, and you have every cause to speak. You understand, whether to your colleagues or when you go for a meeting and you have to lead meetings most times. So that is just so that grammar yẹn kọ́kọ́ ṣe kókó náà, then followed by
Okay, ma'am.
vocabulary, because you speak
Okay.
grammar, tó bá ní fi vocabulary sí, ó yìí máa dàbí ẹni pé òyìnbó primary school ló ń sọ.
Yes. Yes.
So then the third one is what you mentioned, clarity also. Ìyẹn náà
Clarity.
máa to use the right word, at the right time and where you're supposed to. So I
Okay.
think tó bá jẹ́ 3 yẹn ni mo bá get, tọ́lọ́run fún mi lórí tí mo get 100%, just as you have promised me that I should not worry you, and tọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ bá wa lọ́wọ́ sí, I think màá mọ̀ pé mo achieve nǹkan tí mo bá tiẹ̀ san owó. So that day I was even complaining about my children's school fees, that no, the money
Yes,
is too
you
much
did.
to do that and but you just You just convince me pé owó náà lèèyàn fi ń wo owó pé is an investment.
Yeah.
This, and I won't lie to you, even that half that I drop, mo mọ ibi tó bá lára mi. But if I'm able to
That's
achieve it,
fine.
for life mi,
Yes.
okay, mo dúpẹ́ o. So that is that, my sister.
Okay, ma'am. I clearly understand everything you have said. In fact, that is what I have. According to what I sent to you, that was what we followed as well. It's just that we put clarity first. I
Okay.
don't know why my slide is not loading. We had clarity first, then grammar, then vocabulary. But as you have explained, we'll work on grammar first. I've also sent it to you on WhatsApp again. So that every time we have class,
Okay.
I can always easily go through the charts. So I won't have to always go through. What's wrong with Canva this evening? So I won't have to always go through the form I was trying to get. But I already got it. It's on the screen as well. But then that's what we also had. That was what I made on my presentation slide. The presentation slide is loading again. So just that
No problem.
clarity, then grammar, then vocabulary. So now that you've said it, we'll start with grammar, then
Okay.
vocabulary, then clarity can be something that we can put in between, such that as we converse, as we learn, then we start to also, pay attention to how clearly you're able to emphasize your ideas or your concepts. So,
Okay.
but then to help me understand the vocabulary part, because when it comes to vocabulary, it has to do with the kind of words. There are certain words that I use almost every day. There are certain words that you use almost every day at work as well. So it's important that I understand your kind of work. So what you do exactly, the kind of meetings you lead, and aside from leading meetings, what are the other things you do? Aside from leading meetings, having conversation with colleagues, what are the other situations you find yourself having challenges with communicating?
Okay. Most things what we do in the office is to have meetings, go outside the office to have meetings maybe with our clients. The kind of work I do is insurance. I'm an
Okay,
insurer.
ma'am. Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So am I being recorded? Excuse me.
Yes. Okay, if you don't want this part to be recorded, I can just end it now. Hold on. This part is being recorded, so
Okay.
uh, let me stop the recording.
Okay.
Hold on.
So when you start the session, you can now start recording. But
Recording,
for
that's fine.
this, yes, yes. All
That's
right.
fine.
So
Hold on.